Avatar's been here for 20 years.
Joe.
When you first took on this role, did you expect anything like this?
No. Joe, no. No, Joe. This Avatar is an anomaly I think in my life and probably the world. It's a very strange thing. It's like I had no clue that this was even going to make it to air.
Oh, wow.
I've been an actor for 40 years. When I did Avatar, I was an actor for 20 years. So know-it-all actors are like, this is not going to really work probably. Because dude, look at it. It's anime-inspired, Asians-inspired, epic friggin' tale that no one was doing, let alone not Nickelodeon.
Right, that was the first of its kind on there.
Nickelodeon hasn't even done anything like it since, besides Korra. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like they've all started doing these shows. It's like this thing that was like, this is not Nickelodeon. This is not going to make it on the air. This is way out there. It's a show talking about genocide and, you know what I'm saying?
Like serious stuff.
It's serious stuff. And funny. And it was cool. I thought it was cool. And then when it got on air, I was like, oh, this is cool. And there was no internet. So I had no idea anybody was watching the show. I thought, like most cartoons you do for Nickelodeon or Disney, I was doing Jake Long at the time, your audience is whatever, 9 through 12, 8 through 13, kids watching after school, and cool, it's a great paycheck, and it's a cool story. This is a cool story. Like, we actually got into it. Like, me, May, Whitman, Jack, we would, like, come on the days of shooting, like, did you read the script this week? Like, this is crazy. What's happening? And so we got into it as actors, but especially in the time before, like, you know who's watching. You kind of feel a fandom brewing. It wasn't that. It was like we were just doing our thing, and so no. So the long and short of it is no idea. So honored to be a part of it. So impressed and so just in awe that it became what it became. And 20 years later, we're still talking about it, and it's deserving. You know what I'm saying? It's not just like, I mean, whatever. Anything that happens in the industry that sparks joy and becomes, something, a part of the zeitgeist of the world, and means something to people. Anytime you're involved in anything like that, it's like, in this industry, you're like, wow, we did something. But this is a very deserving show. I mean, the message, the stories, the characters. I mean, it's almost more poignant now, 20 years later, than it was when we did it 20 years ago.
Was the merchandising blowing up? Was Nickelodeon calling and be like, hey, the ratings are doing really good. We got to keep this going? Like, were there signs?
No. That back then, there was toys. So it's always, it's always fun to get a toy. I think, I grew up Star Wars, my first fandom. I had all the Star Wars toys. I had all the Transformers. So yeah, to have a toy is fun. I had my first toy when I did Hook, when I was Rufio. So that was like crazy. And then to have a toy again, I was like, of a character you did, is like, it's just the kid in you tickles. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this is amazing. And I did voices for the original toys, and I did the video games. But it was like, it was cool. I think it was cool. I didn't feel like what it feels like now. Now it feels like, you go to a Comic-Con and there's, there's obviously Star Wars people and Star Wars actors, and there's Star Trek actors, there's Harry Potter, group, there's the Hobbit clan, you know what I'm saying? And then there's like Avatar. And it's like one of those, like, you're a part of one of those great all-time stories. And it's phenomenal. And it's amazing. It's amazing just to be there and to be around all those folks and be fans of each other's stories and fans of each other's characters and have fans out there representing all their things. To see someone wearing a shirt of a character you're doing or the gang that, it's like, man, this is phenomenal.
Did you always feel a close connection to him?
To Zuko?
Yeah.
First of all, I come from the theater, and like we all grew up doing a lot of roles. I studied with my brothers. We did a lot of the same scenes. It's like everyone plays Romeo. You know what I'm saying? And it's very interesting to see other people do this, a take on the same character you're doing. There was a time my acting coach at the time, she was wild. We'd be doing the same scenes, and she would be like, pause and exchange actors out in the middle of the scene. And it's really fascinating to see people you know, especially people you know so well, like your brothers, that are so close to you and look very much like you, doing a completely different take on the scene that you're in the middle of doing. You know what I'm saying? So the theatrical part of me just kind of just feels like I'm a fraternity. You're in the fraternity of people that get to play this role, which is amazing. But that being said, being able to create the role, the first blueprint of what the role is, and now knowing how kind of important he's become to like a generation. Honestly, while we were doing it, I don't even know, man. I think I do a podcast called Brave in the Elements with the voice of Korra, Janet Varney, and we got to go back and watch every episode.
Was that a different take than how you originally anticipated it from just reading it and putting it out there?
Oh yeah, like actors, we don't watch none. I don't know. I'm one of those actors. I guess you just kind of do it, and you may never see anything you've ever done.
Did you
maybe on the premiere? Like, if it's a movie, you're gonna go to the premiere. You're gonna see it a bunch of times when it comes out because all your friends want to go to the movie theater with you, and you're like, I don't want to watch this movie again, but we gotta go. And then I'll just kind of walk outside and get popcorn while people are watching it. Then we'll go get dinner afterwards. But with a TV show, there's so many episodes. Like, I'm not watching it. I'm not watching this. Like, we did it. Because really the experience for actors, at least for me, of a project is doing the project. That's the actual experience of like your memories and how you think about a project. When you're an audience member, your experience of the project is watching it. And me too, as an audience member of something else, that's your experience of the movie. But when you're the filmmakers, part of the filmmaking crew doing the movie, your experience of the movie is not the actual movie. It's the making of the movie.
What's the biggest high for you? Is it landing the role? Is it in that booth figuring out how you're performing it?
Yeah, I don't know. Landing the role feels pretty good. For me, landing roles was always my mom. You know, I started so young, so it was never a book. When I'd book a role, or my brothers, any of us would book a role, it's like my mom would scream, and like it's so exciting. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I ever got that excited about booking roles. Also, you gotta understand, I grew up with like 4 brothers and a sister, and we're all in the industry, and a lot of times we're auditioning against each other for the roles. And so even when you book it, I never got too excited. You know, you don't ever want to like be gloat. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. I mean, you win some, you lose some. You know, so it's not like you're out here like shove it in someone's face. You're just like, oh, this is great. So that's exciting.
Even being part of a Spider-Man project, is that not like a bucket list item for you as an actor?
Awesome. They're all bucket lists. All of it's bucket lists. Like Spider-Man, because I'm a big Marvel guy growing up.